baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do, and I am back with another food review. I can't yell too loud, I'm at home this time, because I have a very special food review for you guys. Now, if you don't know this about me, I'm a fan of meat. I'm a carnivore by trade. I eat my veggies when I need to, but by trade, I like the pork, the beef, the chicken, the turkey, the fish, and everything in between. That said, I wanted to challenge myself to do something a little different and broaden the horizon, because not all of us eat meat. But I digress. I went to the meatless frozen food section at my local supermarket, switching arms. My arm got tired. I don't work out much. That said, I went to my local supermarket to get some frozen meatless options, and I want to try them out for you guys. So without further ado, let's meet the cast. So this is the team here. I tried to get different brands, different types of items, everything a little different, just to have a wide variety to give you guys, the people, options. Let's bring it in here. I have the Morningstar Veggie Sausage Links. I have the Heinen's brand Char Grilled Veggie Burgers. Alpha Foods, Alpha Plant-Based Burrito. This is the Philly Steak Burrito. I have the Gardein Mini Crispy Crabless Cakes. I also have the Gardein Ultimate Beefless Ground. And I also have, to top it all off, the Morningstar Vegetizers Buffalo Wings, Veggie Buffalo Wings. So I'm gonna be cooking everything specifically as the box says to make them. I'm gonna pick one of those methods that are on the packaging of each one, and I'm gonna cook them to the T, so there can be no bias. One weird thing I noticed off rip is when I was opening the packaging, almost everything had a very sweet smell to it, almost pastry-like, except for the crab cakes, which are most likely because they put some kind of fake fish smell to create the experience in them. But everything had like a pastry-like smell. But as I'm cooking things now, you start to get more of that actual, it's like a meat smell. It's like a smell as if I'm cooking beef, you know, over the stovetop. So I don't know if they add some kind of liquid smoke or something to it, but now it smells like meat. I was worried at first because it was smelling like cookies and cream and shit, but this has me hopeful. Okay, and as far as my vessels to carry this food to my mouth, I am going to do 2 slices of bread for the burgers, for your typical hood burger. And I'm going to do nachos for the beef crumble, because I'm a huge nacho guy, so I figure that will help the taste test a little bit. And I'm also going to taste these things without any kind of accompaniment. No bread, no nachos, no sauce. The first bite of each one is going to be completely naked, just so you can get the actual flavor of it. And then I'll try it, you know, full sandwich mode, full dip, full chip, that whole little thing, you know. All right, you guys, and here is our platter. We got our nugs, our cakes, our sausages, the burrito, the crumble, the burger. And it does not look or smell half bad. Let's get to the living room and see what we got. Okay, we're here, we're ready. We're going meatless, 6 different meatless options. I have my accompaniments if needed, my bread, my nachos, my barbecue sauce, my maple syrup, my drink. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just get stuck right into it. Now I'm going to try a bit of the burger by itself. No bread, no cheese, just the burger. They give it some kind of artificial meat smell, because it smells like a char-broiled burger. Not exactly like it, but it tastes vaguely familiar of it. But let's try it. It tastes like a very, very processed burger patty. You kind of get that texture of like a very processed burger, almost like a lunchroom cafeteria burger. But that said, the taste of it, the flavor of it, isn't bad. It will remind you of burger meat. Next, let's try a little bit of the ground beef. alone. Now that's a little better. That gives you a lot more of like that familiar ground beef crumble taste and texture. That's pretty solid on its own. That's pretty solid. Next, we're gonna try the meatless breakfast sausage link. Has a very weird texture, it has a very weird first bite texture. Like it just gives, you know? It puts up no fight. This sausage puts up no fight when going into my mouth. And it's weird. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can. I don't know if you can tell, but right there in the middle, there's like a little white solid, like the little bits of fat and cartilage you would get in like a regular sausage. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it definitely catches the eye. But taste-wise, it has a very pleasant taste. Mind you, I didn't add any salt or pepper or anything to any of this because everything said that it was seasoned. But it has a very familiar taste, like your typical breakfast sausage. Texture-wise, it's not really like it at all though. Now let's go for the chicken nuggets. This is fine. This has the taste and the texture of like your typical chicken nugget. Now, mind you, and I should have prefaced all of these with these, you can definitely tell they're veggie. You can definitely tell that they're not meat. I don't think these would fool the majority of carnivores like I, but so far this would be the closest as far as texture and taste. Now let's try the burrito. Again, it's a Philly cheesesteak burrito. This one tastes fine too, but I think it's because this has so many crutches it can lean on. The tortilla, the cheese, the sauce, the onions, the peppers. It's almost like the meat takes a back seat to everything else. So it almost has no choice but to be fine because you barely notice whatever is supposed to be the meat in it, you know? And lastly, what I'm the most skeptical about and the most scared of, honestly, is gonna be these crab cakes. Now, how do you fake crab? Seafood in general, how do you fake that? Well, let's see, unbiased opinion. Wipe the slate clean, throw it aside. Sorry about that. There's like a very vinegary taste here. Oh, actually, nope, never mind. It just turned into like a seafood tartar sauce kind of a taste. It tastes like, almost like a fish stick dipped in tartar sauce. The texture is nothing like a normal crab cake. Nothing like it. But you do get like almost like an aftertaste of crab and seafood. Again, coming from whatever they put in it to replicate the taste and smell of seafood. Doesn't taste bad. Tastes nothing like crab, but it's enjoyable, very enjoyable. Now we're gonna try a few of these things as you would normally have them. Starting with the burger, bread, cheese, have a little bit of the sauce on it. A full veggie hood burger. Let's bring it in. Okay, so for me, for some reason, the burger almost seems better on its own because as with like all of these veggie options, they don't have the same, like, they don't stand up well on their own. Like there's a lot, like you bite into it, there's a lot of give. Like it's almost, I don't want to say mush because that makes it sound like bad, but it's just, they're a lot softer than actual meat. So eating the burger with the bread, it's almost like the bread overpowers the burger itself. Like, I don't know if you need to just cook it a little harder. The burger got lost in the bread. Let's try the nachos with the crumble. Just overall, the crumble for some reason has a lot more a lot more body than the burger patty itself. I don't know why, but this is definitely better with the accompaniment. Now, we're gonna try the nuggets with a little sauce. The nuggets give you a full nugget experience. I don't know what else to say. Like, the nuggets are probably the front runners as far as my favorites go with all of this, you know? You can definitely tell if you're looking for it, if you're paying attention, you can definitely tell that it's not a normal chicken nugget. But again, I would down like 20 of these and not even miss regular nuggets, honestly. And lastly, as far as the accompaniments, I'm gonna try the breakfast sausage with a little maple syrup, because I like my breakfast meats drowned in syrup. These have a phenomenal taste, but like, they just basically disintegrate as soon as you bite into them. These definitely should be fried opposed to baked in the oven. Definitely want to do these stovetop. I don't know what I was thinking with these. Trying to save time. So my overall assessment as far as the plant-based foods, meat substitutes, it's definitely doable. And it's from a carnivore standpoint. If you want to take that first step into eating a little more cleanly, not eating as much red meat, you know, going vegetarian or vegan, I feel like options like these are an amazing start, you know? And this is not a sponsored video. This is just me trying to explore different areas of the foodie branch and trying to give you guys, the people who enjoy my content, a little more variety, because not everyone who watches me are meat eaters. That's the least I could do for all of you guys supporting me, you know what I mean? I'll probably put links to these things. If I can find links to these, I'll put links in the description or whatever. As always, more content's coming. I'm gonna have some, let's try this. This is what the real YouTubers do. Let's try this. Get this. If you like what you see, click here for more stuff. And also click here for more stuff. It's been me, you've been you. I'll see you next time.